putting the resistance further on and not giving up is so scarce today that it will make you look like you're not of this world. So basically, this I was thinking today. I got off my classes earlier, and I was thinking. I was looking up on these websites to kind of find laptops for my client work that I am going to pursue. I'm willingly spending my money to get better at something and do something for services, and I can do all of these things all together. At least this is the mindset that I was having, but it is really hard to kind of spread yourself wide thin and you'll notice quickly that you won't achieve a lot of things, because you won't achieve a lot of things because that is you have 10 different things that don't kind of correlate to each other, and you're trying to get better at them. Then you're separating yourself. Like I think you've seen the ball. I think it was in one of the few books. I think they're called Effortless and Essentialism. Essentialism, there is this sketch of a ball that has received a force of received an equal force in every direction. And can you guess what? It doesn't move anywhere. Well, the ball that receives a force in the one specific direction, it goes like without any problem whatsoever. And that is when we are talking about the art of fucking it out. So that's basically, to put it simply, in a layman terms, it will mean that, like, it's a Shark Tank sparring. If you are familiar with if you train MMA or any other martial art, and if you competed, you know that you have these. When you spar, you'll have 3 sparring partners, and they will switch up fresh each and every round. In between the rounds, they will switch, and you will spar a fresh fighter or a fresh warrior. And that is basically it. You need to put resistance further and keep going. And you just need to focus on one single direction. You have to have a priority, not priorities. The word priority is derived from one single word, which means, I think, a priori. And there's only we in the modern society made a lot of these other kind of compounded the word priority into priorities, which is wrong, because you can't have a million priorities at the same time. And when I think about it, it is like David. It is like when David was running away from Saul, because Saul was furious because Saul rejected God, so God rejected Saul, but Saul was too prideful to accept it, so he kind of chased David, as you may know. And David was running away, and he knew, like, from, if you watch the house of David, you'll see the Samuel goes to his house, and the Holy Spirit or the Father chooses him to be the next king. And he waited patiently for the puzzles to make themselves clear. And so he ran away from the one place where the priests are living, the Levites, and then he ran away to eat the bread, the holy bread that is forbidden for any other tribe than the Levites eat. and then he ran away to, I think, to the enemies of Israel, to Gath, where the Goliath was living, and he kind of replaced him, which is kind of ironic. And God, kind of, he was making his step. He had these. How can I explain it? He was moving in his direction. He was not striving high to when. So he wasn't arrogant enough because he was chosen by God to be. Because he was anointed by God, he wasn't arrogant enough to kind of proclaim himself, "I am the king. You'll now all listen to me." Instead, he was following his heart, and he was going it step by step, and he was tugging it out. It wasn't easy, but he endured, and when he endured, he became a king. And there's a lot of other different events that happen as a king, but that is the point. If I ask myself like 2 years ago, 2 years, 1.5 years before this, at this moment, no, if I ask myself 1.5 years ago, I won't be I won't accept this as an answer because I was always having this. I had this mindset, scarcity mindset, that I'll not succeed. I do not have enough time to kind of build myself up as the example of David, and I was rushing things, and by rushing things, I crumbled down. There's this quote in the Proverbs 19:2 that says yeah. There's this wait. It goes. I think it goes in the lines of that, and a desire, a mind that is full of desires and full of passion is not helpful, and acting hastily will lead to harsh errors. I think it goes by like that. It means when you act quickly, you'll fall quickly. When you rise quickly, you'll fall quickly. Like, it is so obvious, and yet I still failed and crumbled down. And I can definitely say I never kind of recovered from that, because I was always looking for like a cheapskate my way through the obstacles, and that doesn't work. I need to kind of face them head on, to not to kind of move beside them, but move across them. I need to move across, not beside. And what that means is you can expect for yourself to advance further if you are not willing to invest something back or sacrifice something. And that is basically when I didn't invest in any courses. I couldn't invest my time because my time was literally taken away from me, because I am spending a lot of time in school, and there's no possible chance of doing something there. Well, it is possible, but it is usually like I realize that it is quite pointless. And right now, I can focus on my dreams, which is kind of mad saying it out loud, because I haven't put the steps in. It's like, imagine if David wanted to be, as I said, imagine if David wanted to be a king before his escape, before he detoured from Israel, before he is ran when he broke away from the kingdom and from the Saul family, from the all the tribes, and with his military, he was having all of these troubles, adversaries. Imagine if he kind of rejected, because that is the kind of way you can expect something. As I said, you need to face the enemy head on, not head on, to kind of expect something, to kind of expect a high reward. That was something that I wasn't doing, and I realized that I had a lot of enemies that are kind of have been over me for like a lot of years of my life, almost the whole life. There's a train passing by, and I didn't know that there are some people who that I am in an authoritarian regime, and that I don't have the freedom to kind of act in my own way, and I need to work on going there by essentially making just tugging it out, regardless of the results, regardless of the performance that I make. I just need to kind of push past this time period to kind of see what else could I go and strive for further. And that is hard, because think of it this way: like, you can pursue your dreams after like 6 months, or you don't have you're basically in my position where you can't work, you can't because you go to school and you spend over half of your day at that place, which is inefficient, and you need to wait for the school year to end just so you can work and earn enough money to invest in something, not like in crypto or uh, something like online, in the means of like values, crypto values, or anything like that, but in knowledge and experience, expertise, and wisdom online, like online skills for that are currently not necessarily popular, but are in a huge demand. And yeah, that is basically it. And if I kind of wait, yeah, I can literally just wait and fulfill the like the the drawn uh, the drawn path, or I can just act quickly and kind of get myself in some huge credit score that will take me like years to kind of return with like basic regular 9 to 5. And yeah, it may this is maybe like kind of coping, but it is I'm going by the safer option, and I'll just need to like wait a few more months. Until then, I can like focus on other things that are so I can like put an act, because I have these enemies. They are not it may sound like corny as hell, but my parents are my huge enemies. Like, there is spiritual warfare between us, because they are always they're so narcissistic, and they believe when they like see someone else's child kind of perform better by their standards, that performs better by their standards, be, performs better than me in their standards, they kind of lash out on me, uh, talk shit to my face, like and it isn't like in some kind of virtuous way. It is more like, yeah, he has a girlfriend. He is a year younger than you. He plays hockey. He is, I don't know. He passed his driving license before you, and he's a year younger than you. He is going on the same uni as you. He has full better grades, and that's just some. And I can respect. I can. There's a difference. Like, yeah, in the Bible it says like respect your or honor your parents and respect them, but I don't respect their kind of behavior and their sentiments. Like, I think there is no sentiments at all, because they just look what other people have, and they want to have that themselves. They want to have that themselves because they're selfish, they're narcissistic, and I'm not afraid of saying it. I'm not afraid of criticizing something that is kind of bad, that has to be ostracized, because they had they are their beliefs are outdated. They didn't look out to improve themselves after college, after uni, and they kind of meddled. They wandered in life without like any purpose, and they top it all off. They became a slave to sin, and by years compounding, they became more and more disgusting in their attitude overall is sometimes disgusting. When I ask something, like it is even in the some small things, like, and I yeah, like I dare not say I am do I dare even say that I'm not better than any of you or any of them. But it kind of it is annoying when someone is like putting some kind of threshold in a way in which you can improve. Like, for example, and even in the small things, like I was asking, can I get let's go like at our land and let's pick up some shovels, because you probably know of the park that I record, the park where I train calisthenics. I became a lot of taller recently because I am still I'm this year I'm turning 19, and I grew a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I am 6'6", and the bars are kind of like this. I can extend fully. My feet are touching the ground, and I said, "Let's go and let's shovel the ground just like a few inches down, several inches down, so I can, and just a little bit, just so I can like train properly there, so I don't go to the gym and waste another 3 hours of my day." And they say, "No, what are others going to say?" And but that's so, and I just kind of laugh when what are you even saying? Because there are some people who kind of built the park up, and there are some the truck wheel that is like meant to be deadlifted. You know, the like raw outdoors training. There's a wheel that is like 200 kilograms. He's someone else brought it in, and people just like modified that area for their physical training exercises. So why shouldn't I? That's so that is like even to a small point like that, they will argue like what are others going to think, and when you're not kind of acting in that way, you are a failure to them. They aren't willing to kind of invest. You can like that's like the same thing when someone is talking about you. That's like when you are. That's why one of the reasons why most people go to MMA, not boxing, because yeah, there's a lot more money in MMA than, or even in boxing, there's a lot more money than it is in MMA or kickboxing. A lot of more people are going to MMA and boxing than in kickboxing, because there's a lot more money. Because they do not invest in more in kickboxing, because the greed of the promoters kind of got sport to its downfall. And the same could be said in my case. That was it. I got off topic here, but I had to kind of talk about this because I got tired of kind of going to all of these directions at once, and I just need to kind of go further on and face the adversary head on. One adversary, or maybe two or three, not like millions of them. And if I were to be blessed enough, if I were to be blessed enough to live out those days like that, like in less than a year, I will be a lot more satisfied than I am now. Thank you for watching, and take care. May God bless you. Peace.